Just a great bit of country coming up here after that steep bit, so I wanted to go quietly. But just as we nose up here, there's some beautiful little posies, so we'll give a few roars and maybe something's lurking. Fair way off. Don't know how far, but we're going to have to check that sucker out.
Sometimes if nothing is roaring, but you know there's a stag in the area, it can pay to find a good spot and sit and wait while giving the odd roar. Occasionally a stag will sneak in for a look without making a sound.
Case of not much warning. There's I think a bigger stag roaring higher up, and we just spotted the hind. Steve just spotted the hind in there, and so give a roar. Next thing there's movement, and it's that smaller stag there, but the stag we're originally after is still roaring back up there, so we'll move on. But sometimes they just can sneak in when you least expect it, so caution, always have a little bit of caution.
When you come across a wallow of this proportion that's recently been in use, you can't help but get enthusiastic, as you know unless he's been disturbed, he won't be far away.
This is a good sized wallow. Stags like to have a bath just like us, but they like to bathe in mud, and they sprinkle it off, and it looks very inviting, and it's quite warm today. But it's great to be in the stag area. Like when you start to see a wallow, that's great. A little swimming mud pool. We swim in hot pools with mud. Some of us. That's colder. There's one over here too. Certain I heard two then. I don't know. No, it wasn't an echo.
When you get that unmistakable whiff of stag, it's a good time to check the wind direction and consistency, then make any necessary alterations with your approach.
No.
When the stag takes off, it's often a good idea to immediately blast him with an outburst of roars. This will sometimes confuse the stag, and if you're lucky, he'll stop and give you another opportunity.
That's nearly attack stuff. When animals attack, it's unbelievable. Don't.
Well, that should just about wrap it up, I think. Been a few days of rain, and we thought, oh, what should we do in the meantime while we're waiting? Okay, we'll stack a few stones. And now weather's clearing up a bit. I think we've just got time for an afternoon look. Lovely. One of the most important things during the roar is to get some sound out there. Now, a lot of guys will just use their hands and that can work really well. But for us personally, we like to get a bit more volume. We like to really reach out. So you've got one option here. Now, this is a cheaper version, and that's the ordinary granola bottle. You get it at your local supermarket for $1.50, $2, and cut the end off, empty the solution out, and clean it out, and away you go. And that gives a bit more volume there. But another option, of course, is the cow horn. Now, the only problem with these is they can be a bit hard to get hold of. This one here is very old. It's like 40 years old or something. It was father's years ago. And this gives good volume and, you know, really stretches out there. And it's really good. But there is another recently available option. This is the synthetic hardened plastic trophy horn, available from your local hunting and fishing stores for about $50, and they put out a good volume, good sound, and well designed to fit under your shoulder. Another good option.